can you describe for us the mood in the Bulls camp at this stage, please?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry. Can you just repeat the question again?
Can you
The
describe
mood in the camp at the Bulls at this stage.
At this stage it's a very positive mood. I think any team would be positive if they have got some wins under the belt on tour. So yeah, I must say the tour group and everyone around is happy. But we still have another job to do this weekend against Edinburgh. But overall, the group's very content with where we are.
And what do you expect from Edinburgh on the weekend?
Well, it mainly depends on the weather. A couple of the guys went to go watch their game against Connacht this past weekend, and it wasn't as wet as we thought it would be, but it was very cold. But it was a very kick-dominated game. Very very contestable. A lot of contestables that happened. We're expecting a good, strong kicking game from them. I think mainly it's a kicking game, but also they've got a couple of running threats in Duan van der Merwe and West Coast, and we'll keep an eye on that.
Will you give special attention to Duan?
I think you have to. I mean, he's not like every other wing. He's big and he's strong, and he showed what he can do on the international stage. So Duan van der Merwe is a big threat that we have to keep an eye on. You can label it as special attention, but we'll keep an eye on him.
And my last question, if I can, is what does it do to the backline's confidence to play behind a pack of forwards of the Bulls that's dominating at this stage?
No, it's a very big positive. If your forward pack is getting you over the gain line, then it's quite a nice day to be a backline player. Now we love it that our forwards are dominating as they are at the moment. So it's a very big boost for the team as a whole, and give us as a group a lot of confidence.
Thanks, Cole.
Thank you so much.
Warren.
Hi, thanks, Lunga. Hi, David. Well done on the results so far. And I just wanted to know, you guys going on tour so early, you guys got quite a few new players in your squad, bringing in the off-season and stuff, and they always say tours bring players together. Have you noticed that solid brotherhood growing in the Bulls camp?
I think most of us are feeling it, but not specifically happened even on tour. I think it already happened during the preseason. If you struggle during preseason, then you realize you just got your back, and as a group, as a whole, we all felt it in the preseason, and I think it's just following through onto this URC campaign, and especially on this tour.
Thank you.
I'm gonna lose weight, and then I'm gonna laugh at you.
That's going to be a scary bell, not wonder bell.
Sorry?
Wonder bell is going to be scary.
That's not going to the gym.
Chaos. Yes, I am running around. Ashfaq, you can go for it. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Lunga. Hi, David. Hope you're well there. Has Imbros bought you a gift for that chippy? Try.
No, he hasn't yet. But luckily he was there to get it. So I'd say the try that he scored was gift enough for us, or for me personally. So no, it's all good.
Yeah, but just those kind of things coming off, and it just shows. I mean, at the start of the season, the coaches and everybody's talking about playing this positive style of rugby, and it's working even on tour.
Yeah, no, we've got freedom to express ourselves, and I mean we've got a lot of players with X factor, and who's very confident at the moment, and like you said, the things are working off for us. So it's good. I mean we're training a lot on our individual skill sets, and luckily it's working for us at the moment.
But I guess it's also what's important to have that variety in the game. I mean, you guys use the boot also quite a bit with little chippies or grubbers or even up and unders, to keep the defense guessing. So that's also important part, especially against Edinburgh. I see they've got Ali Price, the Scotland and Lions scrum half now joining them, and he's available to play against you guys, and we know he's a very good kicker as well.
Yeah, no, it's. I think you summed it up perfectly. It's about just making the defense guess what we have up our sleeves, and I mean, it's working. And luckily it is. So it's just good to have that skill set under our belts.
Just one more from me, David. At inside center now, we know you've played fullback, wing, even 13, I think, 1 or 2 games. Are you sitting down at 12 and you're happy with 12?
Yeah, I'm very happy with 12. But I think any rugby player would play in any position given the opportunity. So I enjoy my rugby at centre, even if it's at 12 or 13. I feel like I'm growing quite nicely in that position now. So I'm very happy with where my game is going at the moment, and we'll see. Maybe in the future the coaches select otherwise, but I'm just ecstatic with the opportunities given.
Thanks, Ashfaq. Tassim?
I'll got you. How's it, David? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
That's all good. Thank you. First question, just talk me through the difference in the build up to this season. Obviously, because you guys have started so well. What for you do you think you guys did differently that's now sort of standing you guys in such good stead in terms of the tournament itself?
I think the preparation as a whole. We tried a few different things during preseason, and like you said, with the start we have, it's showing that it's working. But I think the main thing that stood out for me was self-reflecting on our past season, last year's season, which was actually in the Bulls' point of view wasn't a big success. We didn't achieve what we set out at the start of the season. So we just self-reflected, each and every one of us, and just worked through it and to get better at what we were lacking last season. And we're still continuing with it. I just want to build the best Bulls team possible this season going forward, and hopefully reaching our goals.
Ashfaq mentioned earlier that you've played in every position except for 9 and 10 at the Bulls. Talk us through the amount of work, the amount of detail that goes into being sort of competent at those positions for you. Off the field, obviously, you have to kind of like switch yourself on to what the little nuances are. Just talk us through the amount of work that goes through that, and do you have a preference in terms of which position?
Off-field work, going through the details, going through the plans for the weekend. It's been quite a while that I've been covering a few positions, so basically every week for me is the same prep work, if I can put it like that. I always go through what I have to know if I'm going to be playing 12 or 13 or wing. So I always make sure that I know what's going on with each position, because you never know what's going to happen. Maybe someone gets injured and I get asked to move out to the wing or to 13, or it's always better to be fully prepared for whatever scenario may happen. I always prep myself on that, and basically just be ready for every scenario. And the preference, I must say, I'm enjoying 12 and 13. I enjoyed playing 13 against against the Scarlets and also Ulster. But yeah, I feel at home at centre. Also, I'm quite comfortable at 15. Obviously, growing up playing 15 through high school, but I must say at the moment preference is centre. So yeah.
Right, last question. You're right. You built a bit like a 13 in terms of the height and stuff. But just talk me through your approach to playing 12, because in the South African context, usually a 12 is expected to take it up, almost like to set up the target. What's your sort of interpretation of playing the position?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's about self-reflecting. Obviously, I'm not the biggest 12 out there, so yeah, I'm reflecting on my game and my strong points, and maybe mine isn't bashing over a guy, but using my feet better. So yeah, it's all about knowing what type of player I am, what I'm good at, what's not my, or what's more of the weaknesses that I should stay away from. But yeah, no, it's about me knowing what I'm good at and working on that, and obviously in the same breath improving on my weaknesses.
Thanks, mate. Good luck.
Thank you, Justin. Ati, do you have a question?
Sorry, that you broke away there.
Ati, your line is bad.
Hi, how
So
are you?
Hello, Ati, how are you?
No, actually, no, it's fine. I'm good. No, it's fine. My connection.
okay. All right, cool. Warren, you covered?
All good, thank you.
Tassim, you covered. Carl, you covered. All right. Silence is
Thank
gold.
you.
Ashfaq, you can have the last question. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Lunga. David, just on Edinburgh, maybe in the past tours, especially this time of the year, it's difficult with the conditions and that, and maybe you guys have had some close losses, but after the loss against Ulster, I mean, the last 2 weeks have gone really well, and especially last week showing that grit, particularly on defense. What do you think will be the key to win against Edinburgh? As we said earlier, they'll have some Scottish internationals back as well.
Like you said, grit on defense again. We have to be aggressive and show our physicality and play like a Bulls team. And then also, which I mentioned earlier about their kicking game, is not to get bored by the fact of their kicking game, and we have to beat them at their strong points. So I'd say in summary, just to be as physical as we can, hit them back, and manage our game and also manage with their kicking game. So yeah, I think that's some good points.
Ashfaq? Happiness. Just one question. All right, cool. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, David. Thank you for your time.